this was.
Well, all right, guys, welcome back. This is podcast number 2 of Club Divorcee, where we go from broken to blessed together. I'm Elizabeth, and I'm here with
Angela.
and
Mary Beth.
awesome. Well, welcome, guys. So today I want to dive in a little bit more as we were talking about the holidays in the first podcast. And I know we had brushed a little bit on it with Mary Beth, you talking about what a therapist said about treating it like every other day. And you had talked about yours, and even the colors of your Christmas tree had changed.
Yes.
So I want to dive a little bit more into that, but I also want to talk today also about the custody battles when it comes to the switcheroos, and especially on the holidays, and how that can be for the kids and what the kids and what your kids actually think about it when it happens. But also I want to talk about the parties and holiday parties in the whole month of December, not to mention the dating, if we end up doing that, and what does that look like in the month of December. So basically, I want to talk the adventures of December today. So that way we just knock it out and maybe, talk about something even more fun the next one. So first of all, as mentioned, Thanksgiving. You had talked about your therapist, Miss Mary Beth.
Yeah.
And she said to treat it like any other day, right?
She did, yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of her tip, was just treat it like another day and don't feed into all the things. Like, I didn't go to my family's for a few years. I just sort of, Alec and I just did our own thing.
So
Took a vacation sometimes.
you did?
Went to Florida sometimes.
Okay. And your son, he was 10, right?
Yeah.
When the whole thing started?
Started.
Do you remember when you first put up the Christmas tree after all of that?
I think I did it, but I don't remember now. It was like I just went through the motions. I might have put it up the first year. I don't even remember. It's such a blur. Sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
And so I don't remember. I just remember the first couple of years were really hard, and I didn't want to deal with the holidays, and I would try to get out of going places. I think I was really depressed. And after I got into therapy, that was when she kind of said, like, just either take a vacation or treat it like another day, or you don't have to feed into all that. And that really helped me in every holiday, really, for a long time. Easter was bad because I filed for divorce on Easter. Right around Easter. So that always, I don't know. It just depends. I'm a person that is very loyal. I get really attached. So the end of my marriage was devastating for me, and I had to end it.
You did.
So that was, there was a lot of guilt with that. Then it's like, do you block his family on your socials? Do you see them at holidays? Do you end all that? Mine, I had to end it. But yeah, I was the one who initiated it and had to divorce him. And so I think I grieved that part really hard too.
I think she brings up a really valid point. It's something that I've been thinking about. When we talk about our holidays, we talk about our kids. Does your ex have the kids, or do you have the kids? When the ex has the kids, we're a little sad because we're missing out on that time. But I remember when we were doing our first Christmas, and my ex had the kids for an extended amount of time, and he had asked that I come and pick the kids up at his mom's house. And I remember I was home. It was Christmas. It was actually Christmas Day. And for whatever reason, my parents had decided we're not doing Christmas that day. We had family coming in from out of the country. So we were waiting to do our Christmas until then. But I remember that it was our first Christmas separated. And I remember pulling up into my mother-in-law's home, and the house was full of people. And these were people for more than a decade that I had called my aunt or called my uncle or referred to as cousins. I had seen their babies come into the world. And as they are celebrating the holiday, I'm sitting in the car waiting on my girls to come out. And I don't think we talk enough about the grief of not only losing our spouse and what our marriage and our family was supposed to look like, our futures, but we're also losing our extended family.
Oh, of course.
I don't think that we grieved that enough. I mean, those were people that I laughed with. Those were people that were there for the birth of my children, that we celebrated the announcement of our children and all of those milestones. And I think that adds to the sadness of each passing holiday.
Oh, of course, you're going through a divorce. You're not divorcing just one person. It's the whole family.
You've divorced a family. Most of the time, some people, I guess, make it work.
Yeah. I couldn't.
But no, mine was, he was abusive, so there was no way that I even wanted to be around the family.
Yeah,
Or I didn't want my son around him either,
Yeah.
for that matter. So that's tough.
totally.
You do, you lose a lot.
Yeah.
And I think people don't talk about that.
No. I thought I saw my sister-in-law the other day. I was at a restaurant, and I thought that I saw her waitressing, and I about jumped out of my chair to go and hug her, and I was like, oh. Well,
Wait a minute.
One, it wasn't her. It was a complete stranger.
That would have been so funny.
I don't know that she would accept if I hugged
Right.
her
You don't know how
out
to
in public.
act.
I don't know. But I can honestly say I miss my in-laws. I love them.
Yeah.
I really do miss them. It stinks.
I do not. Just for the record. My mother-in-law tried to sue me in court to see my son.
Oh my god!
After all that I went through with her lovely son, she took me to court, tried to get visitation with him, which I would have let her see him if she just would have been normal and asked. She took me to court. She lost.
Oh my gosh! So was that right after your divorce?
Yeah, I was going through it. And she goes, oh, honey, when I start mediation, she goes, you look so good. You've lost all this weight. I'm like, yeah,
Thanks.
stress will do that to you.
Right?
Where's your son?
Oh my
Because
gosh!
he disappeared.
Completely disappeared.
Thankfully, yes. Yeah, he's still disappeared. I'm glad. I had a restraining order and all that. But I needed one on her. She was just as crazy as he was.
Goodness.
Can you imagine
No. No.
suing?
No.
You know, if she had said, I will come and visit him at your home, whenever you permit it, I would have let her.
Of course.
But there's no way I was letting her take him across state lines. And he was old enough to make the decision, and the court let him make the decision. He said
Yeah.
no. He didn't want anything further to do with any of them. It just
Gotcha.
tells you about the family system that he came from.
Sure. Yeah, and everyone has a past. Everyone has a history.
And
And
hey, look that family over before you get married.
your words of advice it's not just the person. What was that
Look at the
website that you look
family.
at them? What is that one website? The crime website?
Like my case?
My case. Yes.
yeah.
You look at my
Look
case.
him up on my case, but also, I mean, like his mother and father were divorced, and the first thing his mom said when I met her was his dad was the devil. He's Satan.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
hello, I should have gotten back in the car.
Like,
This is your spirit of
Sayonara. But when you're young, you don't think about that stuff.
well, no, of course. How old were you?
I was 26, 25 or 6.
Okay. You are young.
I still pick the same type of guy. It's sad.
Yeah, we'll definitely be talking
Yeah.
about that in another podcast for sure.
Yeah.
But I
But,
want to
yeah.
kind of go back to the recap. Tell me about you, Angela. How long did it last? You're somewhat newly divorced, though. So
I am.
you are.
Yeah.
So do you think you are still somewhat grieving the same way you were last year? You changed your holiday colors.
Oh, my holiday tree is red, green, white, and gold.
So-
We retired the depressing colors.
You're back.
They are in the attic
You're
for
So-
another depressing Christmas.
Do
Hopefully
you-
that doesn't come along.
Do you feel that you're back to yourself?
I feel like I am a new version of myself. I don't think I'm
Awesome.
back to myself, but I'm a new version, constantly in the making.
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
never want to go back to who I was.
Yeah.
I'm
no.
a way stronger version now than I was then.
Awesome. Absolutely. You should be.
Yeah.
So then tell me about Thanksgiving, guys. What did you do for Thanksgiving and how was it this year?
Well, I had my kids, so it was fantastic.
Okay.
My sister is in town. She lives out of state, so they were in town, so we spent a lot of time with them. And we just kind of relaxed. We didn't do a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that like the norm that you guys would do for Thanksgiving? Or is this a new tradition that you started?
This is the new norm. Do I like it? No. I think because our norm was we would go to one family and then we would go to the other, and you would
In
get
one
to
day?
see everyone, and we would see everybody in one day
One day.
on Thanksgiving. Yes, you would eat at one house and then you would have dessert at the other because you're
Nice.
having 2 meals. I miss that. I miss that, but yeah, that's the way it is right now.
Okay. What about you, Mary Beth? What'd you do?
We went to my mom's, and it was nice. My niece was there with her kids, and my son was there, and it was just, it was really comfortable and nice and peaceful, and it's probably one of the happier ones that I've had
Yeah.
in a while.
So was it a new tradition, or is it something that you guys have just always done?
No, for a few years, I've been divorced a lot longer, but for a few years, I would either go to Florida or do something with Alec on our own. We didn't really want to be around family. Alec and I were so traumatized, I think, that we just kind of had to get away from all the traditional things. But he's grown now and we're good and we are able to do that again. And I'm able to be around my family without that pit in my stomach of
Sure.
like, I'm divorced and I'm lost. I don't feel that way anymore. I couldn't go to church for a long time. I can do all that now.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Good. That is the
fun.
growth.
it is. It's healing. You have to heal.
Yeah, of course. This year was a little different for me. I did not have my son, but it's not my year. So I do go see my grandparents every year, no matter what, no matter if it's Thanksgiving, if it's Christmas, if it's the 4th of July, if it's Mother's Day, whatever. I always go visit my grandparents. And unfortunately, this is the first year when my grandfather had passed away. So it was the first Thanksgiving without him and without my son. So it was like a double whammy to be there. But the family members that showed up to this, it was amazing. So many people showed up. And the food, my gosh, you would think the entire Hagerstown was coming in for Thanksgiving. I kid you not. This time, for the first time, it literally wrapped all the way around the table. And that was just the main course. We had to put up a separate table just for all the salads. And then we had 2 tables for desserts. So like everybody pitched in and there was maybe 20 of us.
Wow.
So I come from a big family. My mom is one of 6 kids and I'm one of 16 grandkids. And I think there's 14 great grandkids. So it was just awesome to see that and to have the family come together for the first time without my grandfather. That was very special. But not to have Austin there was also kind of painful too. Just the fact that him and my grandfather, they were so close. My grandfather used to call him my little buddy. So it's like, this hurts. But we made the best of it. We made a lot of laughs. We made my grandmother laugh so hard she almost cried. It was special. It was special. But then, thank God for football, I get home that night and I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch anything Thanksgiving. I don't want to watch anything Christmas. I'm sorry. I cannot stand the Hallmark Channel. I can't.
Oh, I love the Hallmark Channel.
I can't do it. It's not me. I'm like, put on the football game. And I was kind of hoping for the Ravens, not going to lie, but it ended up being a really good football day. So that was my Thanksgiving, and that's kind of become what I do. But I always go visit my grandparents, and that's nothing new. But what is interesting, my son, for the first time, he came up to me, and he was like, Mommy, do you think you and I can do our own Thanksgiving? I was like, what? He's like, yeah. He goes, let's do Thanksgiving on another day. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, does that mean I got to be in the kitchen? I got to cook all this food,
Right.
in which I know you're only going to eat maybe like 4 bites of it. Let's be real, because you're going to want pizza afterwards. But still, like, my kid wants a Thanksgiving, even though he's going to his dad's. Like, okay, so I guess I do have to start a new tradition somewhat soon. I'm still not watching any Hallmark channels, though. Like, that's not me. Sorry.
Oh, if my life could be a Hallmark Channel.
Mine's like true crime. Like, people getting murdered. That's how I go to sleep at night. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I think I even mentioned it. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, in case anyone wants to debate on that one.
That'd be more my alley.
But then there's people like my brother. I think about him, and then I think about being a child with divorced parents. Can you imagine for the kids, like, what that's like for them? Because my brother, for example, he's divorced. He has a fiance. She's divorced. She has a kid. My brother has 2 kids. So they're going to be a beautiful blended family together. However, the fiance's parents are also divorced. So these kids are going back and forth.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, here you are for a little bit, and then we got to leave here because then we got to go to this other house for this holiday. And then come Christmas, my gosh, I never know how my sister-in-law does it, but she's like looking at a calendar. She's like, okay, here I got to take you down to Brazil, Indiana to see my mom. Then I got to take you to Carmel to see my dad and stepmom. And then I got to take you to meet your dad down in southern Indiana. Oh, and then she has her own holiday. So it's like there's 4 for this one kid who's going to be my niece soon. And then my brother and sister, my ex-sister-in-law, like they have their battles. And not only do they see each other, but then his ex-wife, well, she also wants to take the kids to go see her parents. So I was like, that's a lot of a juggle. And I'm
lot of
thinking,
Yeah, that's a lot.
oh my gosh, thank
That,
God
that sounds like too
I don't have to
much.
deal with that. Yeah. Yeah. But then I started thinking about what was it like being a kid. I was like, oh man, there was a few times I had to go visit my real dad for Christmas. And it was so awkward, but you're also at that young stage where you still give them Christmas presents, but you didn't do the shopping. So like my real dad would get like a bag of socks, and he would be like, yeah, I know this is not from you, but thanks. And he's like, really, my ex-wife bought me socks. But I remember what that was like. And it is kind of a struggle, right?
Yeah.
But it was, I'm so blessed that I don't have to deal with all that. It's just easy switch.
You know what's funny is like every family has serious dysfunction somewhere in it. I don't care who you are. You can say you don't, but everybody does. Like there's estrangement, which is sort of like divorce. Like if you're not speaking to a parent, or, you know, people go through these things where in families they don't speak and there's all this tension and all that. It's not always happy like the Hallmark Channel,
Yeah.
you know, and divorce is like that too. And I don't know. I think estrangement is hard too.
Sure.
And something that people don't really talk about that either.
Yeah.
You know, there have been a couple years where I didn't speak to my mother.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've
Wow.
had a tough relationship with her.
Okay.
So, yeah, like, but you get over it, you grow, I think. You grow up,
Sure.
you learn to do the best you can. But I just, you know, that's another topic that I think people sort of like divorce when you don't speak to people.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And then
Your
hopefully those
family.
people understand the situation that you're in, but they're not
Yeah.
always, right?
No, not always.
No. But going back to like the holidays, I actually received some comments from people on TikTok and on Facebook Messenger on how they got through the holidays. This one lady, she's been divorced for a few years. She still invites her ex-husband over for the holidays. So it's her and her ex-husband, and I think he has a girlfriend.
No.
So she comes all for the sake of the kids. And I'm sitting here thinking, kudos to you
Yeah.
if you guys can
Yeah.
have that kind of relationship.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No, that'd
Yeah,
be
there's
weird.
no way. I mean, don't get me wrong. We co-parent very well together, and like it's fine if I'm going to be in the same room with him. We're now at that level, but I still don't talk to his dad. Like that's the awkwardness, and I still don't talk to his sister. My gosh, she used to come up to my son when he was a baby, and she'd be like, "Coochie, coochie, cute." I'm like, "Please stop it. You're not talking to a hamster. You're talking to a kid. Like, adult voice, please." But it's just, it just boggled my mind. I was like, "Wow, really? Okay." That's really cool if you can get to that mature level
Yeah.
for the sake of the kids.
Some people do, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really, yeah, I couldn't do that.
No,
But
but I was like, that's interesting. And then what was really funny, I had 3 men chime in and to tell me that they go hunting.
Oh,
And
jeez.
I'm just sitting here laughing. I'm like, I wonder if they're all at the same place hunting because they're all hunting deer. But I was like, you know what? I get it. Go out, go in the wilderness, get the camo on. Kudos to you in the weather that is right now, because I think the wind is 39 miles an hour here in
it's awful.
in
know.
Indiana. It's crazy. And it's wicked cold. It's like 27 degrees outside. So with the wind, it's like, what, 7?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all out hunting. And one guy, he is not in our Facebook group because he's currently going through the divorce. But he does reach out to me, and we talk a lot about this club. And he told me, he's like, this is my first Thanksgiving without my kids. And he was like, I was heartbroken. So I was like, screw it. I'm calling my dad. We're going hunting. So he went hunting last weekend, came back for a couple of days, and he was gone. I think Wednesday night they left to go hunting again. So I was like, all right, kudos,
Yeah.
good for
Get
you.
out of
Yeah.
your routine. Get out of what you do every
Yeah.
year. Go do something different.
Yeah.
You
But I
know?
was just like, it's so funny. I kept saying hunting, hunting, hunting. I'm like, that's awesome. It must be feel really good going through a divorce and shooting a shotgun.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Maybe we need to
Right?
do that. Yeah.
Maybe we should go to point blank range sometime.
I do like to
Oh
shoot.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's move on from all this like switcheroo thing. Let's move on from like how you handle that. Aside from Chat GPT. Okay. So when you want to know what to do with the holidays and how to get through the holidays, I looked up Chat GPT and I was curious to know what they said.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, but Angela, on your phone, I know you looked it up for me too. And yours was different than
Mine
mine.
was different than yours.
So I like to compare some of these things.
Okay.
Right? So one of the first things that ChatGPT told me was to set realistic expectations. So expect to feel different for the holidays, right? So kind of Mary Beth, it's like kind of what your therapist said, just treat it like any other day,
Yeah.
but have an expectation that it's not going to be the perfect holiday and that it could suck. So you got to get through it.
It didn't suck as bad as when I was married to a narcissist.
Yeah, it's a lot
None
easier.
of them sucked as bad as that.
Ew.
So there's that.
Good. The next one I had on my chat GPT was create boundaries early. So if you're invited to your family, it's what you normally do. Tell them ahead of time, I might leave early if I'm not up for it, or expect this just in case. Or even tell them, hey, I'm really struggling with my divorce. I kind of need that support from you and your understanding. So setting those kind of boundaries early will help with the process. Let's see. They also said, make a plan for the hardest moments. So you're flipping through, Miss Angela, you see this Hallmark movie and they're making out and they're in heaven and then this princess arrives and oh my gosh, the tiara comes out and he saves the day. You're in your low moment. You're about to start breakdown crying. What do? Start a plan. Like, okay, I'm going to start falling in this turmoil. I'm going to start crying my eyes out, opening up 2 bottles of wine right now, and I'm going to chug them both with a straw. Okay, what's your backup? Who are you going to call? What are you going to do? Get up, go for a drive, go listen to heavy metal music if you need to. Do something different, right? So another one they said, honor the grief instead of fighting it. I think that's a big one too. You got to go through the grieving because that is actually part of your growing. That is admitting and realizing and knowing what is going on and then being okay with it. And then you'll be able to grow.
Yeah.
So I think that was a good one.
Yeah.
And then another one that I had, there's 10 of mine, by the way. Did you have 10?
I have 7.
You have 7. Okay. So I'll go through these pretty briefly. But the other one is like build 1 or new 2 traditions. We just kind of talked about that one already. And the other one is lean on people, who make you feel grounded. So it kind of helps with also the people who are going to help you in your hardest moments, right? Mm-hmm. So pick people that you are really close to that can help you fight through this. Another one says, if you have kids, simplify things. So as I was talking about my brother and my future sister-in-law and all the chaos they have, and then thinking about what it was like in my childhood, I was very thankful I didn't have to go through all of that for so long, but simplify things. If they just want to stay at home for Thanksgiving, let them stay at home. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If they want chicken nuggets instead of green bean casserole, let them have the chicken nuggets. I mean, I would choose that, and I'm gluten-free. I wouldn't do the green bean casserole anyway. But it's about their kids and how comfortable they feel because it is exhausting. You go from one place to the next, and it's like, okay, they just want to stay at home and play with their toys or watch a movie or just chill. Or maybe they just want to hang out with you.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think we do enough of that with our kids. As Americans, I don't think we do enough of that.
Yeah.
I mean, being a teacher, I saw kids just dragged all over the place all week long after school. You know, you have them in all these activities. I didn't do that with my son.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
like, pick an activity. You have one thing that you do. That's it.
Yeah.
Because I think kids are just, it's too much.
Oh, and they're carpooling all the time. So like the dad's off doing this, the mom's off doing that. You got to take them everywhere. And it didn't even occur nor click to me. I was like, no wonder why they go to drive-thrus all the time because they're never home to actually have a meal at home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, oh.
We've all gotten into that now where you have to have your kids in all these activities. And I think, that's great, but like let kids be kids.
Totally.
I think we've gotten away from that.
Yeah.
Let your kids be in their pajamas all day sometimes. Chill out.
Yeah. So as far as like one of the best ways to get through it is to simplify the things for them. That helps them go through the process too. Because when you're divorcing, the kids are hurting too. For sure. So that's something that they were encouraging to do. Let's see. Treat yourself with compassion, not performance. So be okay with yourself if you are grieving. Be okay with yourself if you don't want to go to the gym one day. Be okay with yourself if you just out of nowhere just start crying in your car. It's okay. That's part of the grieving process. Mm-hmm. And the other one is have something to look forward to after the holidays. So they even encouraged take a vacation or something or look forward to a new gym membership like a lot of people do right after New Year's. But think of something that's going to be different. Think of a new hobby. Think of something to get you through the holidays because it'll make the holidays go by a lot faster. So I was like, oh, that's a good one. What did ChatGPT say for you, Miss Angela?
Let's see. Release the idea that holidays have to look the same. So the old traditions may not fit the season of your life, and that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think most of the traditions that we have that we had in our home, were traditions that I started, and I think we've been able to continue most of those, but it does look different, and you're not failing, you're adjusting to a new reality. So protect
Very
your
true.
peace, especially with co-parenting, and decide ahead of time what boundaries you're going to hold. That is such an important one. I am a people pleaser by nature, and boundaries are not something that I am good at, and it is something that I've had to learn. And also being a narcissist, in a relationship with a narcissist, they constantly cross boundaries. That is something that I've had to build, and I've had to learn.
They're good at that too.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So
Well,
put your boundaries down.
Yes, and so every state has Indiana parenting timing guidelines. There's timing guidelines for every state, right? And what I have to laugh about is because, they're guidelines, but not everybody follows them.
We follow those to a T.
Right.
Thank God
You
for
have to.
Indiana parenting guidelines.
Yeah,
it is
exactly.
black and white. It is in our decree. It's got both of our signatures on it. We do not waver. Because if you do, it's easier. Oh, no. We follow that.
Depends. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just easier for us.
I think the first couple years we had to stick it to the T, and he was so stubborn. He'd be like, well, no, it's this time, it's that time. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, this past Wednesday, for example, he was supposed to have him, but Wednesday night's my night. So he was like, how about he's with you Wednesday night and I'll meet you on Thursday? I'm like, awesome, because I already miss him. So there's some flexibility.
Being
but-
flexible. You don't have to. We do have flexibility in our parenting time. Like if one of the kids gets sick, or one of them is staying late for something at school, and it's going to cut into his parenting time. Yeah, by all means, we can do Thursday instead of Wednesday. Something like that. But here's a text that I got late last week. Can we trade Christmas this year? Which means that
Oh, by the way, this is Mark. This is our awesome guy who
hi,
helps
Mark.
us
Hey,
with
Mark.
everything. Thank you.
hey, can we trade this year so that you have them the first week and I'll take them the second week, is what he says, and then I'll have them for Christmas.
Well, hold up.
No.
Wow.
No. Because last year you had them for Christmas on Christmas Day, which I love Christmas Eve. But you had them for Christmas Day last year, which means you want them again this year for Christmas Day, which means next year when it rolls around, you're going to
gonna
say,
have 'em.
oh, wait, we're going to go by the Indiana parenting guidelines.
Of
And
course.
I'm going to, no, sir, that's not going to happen. We're going to stick to that boundary. And also remember that you don't have to respond to every message, and you don't have to absorb someone else's emotions. So those are really important guidelines to follow when you are placing your boundaries.
So, and adding to that, I think another great way to get through the holidays, get off social media.
Yeah.
Just get away from it. Stop scrolling, stop looking, turn on ESPN if you
Or
wanted
the
to.
Hallmark Channel.
Or the Hallmark Channel if you really, really like it. But I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
But definitely turn off the social media as well.
Number 3 says, make space for your feelings, not war with them. I think that is a really good one. Holidays spotlight what is missing and let the grief come in waves. It's normal.
Totally.
I am not ashamed to say that I know that I need a good cry, and I'll turn on something sad just so I can get a good cry.
Really?
Yeah.
You would?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there who, I don't know if they'll put on the Hallmark Channel, but I'm sure they have their struggles and their moments as well. I know that a lot of guys don't talk about it as much as girls do, but also not a lot of girls talk about it either. We kind of just hide our emotions, and then we pretend that everything's fine, and then we walk out of our home with our game face everywhere we go, and we try to pretend. But I think guys do the same thing. They got to be struggling too. I know they are. It is such a struggle, but it's amazing how many guys I've seen who put themselves together like nothing is wrong. It's like, oh, come on, I know something's wrong.
Well, that's just men in society, I think.
True.
They're taught to do that.
Yeah,
They don't
absolutely.
get a show.
Absolutely. So this is the reason why I wanted men and women to join in on this, because I want them both to be here.
Yeah.
I want them to be supported and loved just as much as women. One of my dear friends lives in Mason, Ohio, and his wife left like literally right after she gave birth. And so he's been a full-time dad of this kid who is a senior in high school right now. And she's gone completely out of the picture. And I'm like, how did you do it for so long?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's for both guys and girls. Like, it's both of us. But I like that.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Plan ahead for the quiet moments. The hardest times are Christmas Eve when the kids are at the other parent. You come home to a quiet house, or you see reminders of what it used to be like. Yeah. So pop in a movie you love, a warm drink and a blanket, a friend on standby, attend a church service, or have a project that grounds you.
Okay. Very good. I like the Christmas Eve church services. There's so many churches who put together Christmas Eve services.
Yeah.
And I understand some people probably would rather still be alone, but there's some churches who actually do Christmas services, the last 2 weeks of December.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think iTown has things going on. You have Traders Point who have concerts going on. So it's not just Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
But yeah, ours is Christmas Eve. And I love it because we go on candlelight. But it's...
I mean, I will plug our church because I think we do an excellent Christmas Eve service. But iTown, they have a very good Christmas Eve service. So if you're looking for a church home, I would definitely attend iTown. And then Traders Point.
Traders Point.
Oh, yeah. We're adding that one to our traditions.
Yeah, I love going there.
They have an
Aaron is
excellent
so
service.
awesome too.
Yeah.
Like, Aaron is really good. I love hearing him talk. I love also Crossroads out in Cincinnati, Ohio. Kyle is the new lead pastor, but Brian Tome, he is the senior pastor. He was the lead pastor, retired to senior, and he's always fun to listen to as well. So I love listening to different churches, but I love ours, obviously. But
What
it's just
if
great
you
to
are
hear.
in like this thing where, here's me, like I couldn't listen to music. So for a year or two, I could not listen to music. And when I'm upset,
Yeah.
I still get like that.
Are
when
you
I'm
talking about Christmas
emotional.
music?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like if it was Christmas or like even if I have a breakup with somebody and it's a bad breakup, I won't listen to, I can't listen to music for a while.
So when was the last time you heard Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You?
Unfortunately, yesterday. I mean, I'm fine, but like, I think that's one of the ways that I know that I'm in grief is I can't stand to listen to music.
Yeah, no, I'm
That's
with
an
you.
emotional thing. And music is emotional.
Oh, absolutely.
So there are certain things that I can't listen to, or it makes me think of someone or whatever. Sometimes I just can't do it.
Yeah.
And I wonder if other people are like that. I know it's just
sure.
really strange. It's like every time I'm going through something awful, I can't listen to music. So I don't know. Going to a Christmas Eve service, my first Christmas divorce, I don't know if I could have done it even.
Sure. No, I get
I think
that.
there are people like that
Totally.
they can't find that joy yet. They're not there.
No, I get that.
So if that's you, I'm like you. I don't know. Like,
I spent, gosh, over 15 years in retail. So the last thing I ever wanted to do was hear Christmas music for so long. I mean, you add all that up. That's 4 years and 5 months of Christmas music.
ugh.
Oh my gosh, yes. And
Oh,
then
I
that
worked
many
retail
Black Fridays.
and I loved Christmas.
Oh, you did?
I did. I lived for Christmas. I was so sad when it would end. I'm like, oh,
Really?
now I gotta
Because-
wait till
Oh,
Easter,
boy.
and that's not fun.
Oh,
I
my
mean, Easter
gosh.
is fun, but it's definitely not the momentum of the Christmas spirit.
Okay, so if I may ask, what was your retail job?
I worked at Family Christian Bookstore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys have inventory after New Year's?
Oh yeah, we had inventory.
So,
and
right?
I lived for inventory. That was so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I am like not the normal person.
No.
No,
No.
no.
No
I
one
love
wanted to be there on
retail.
inventory.
I love all the stuff. I love the Christmas music, the hustle and bustle, and Hallmark movies.
Gosh.
Well, kudos to you. You can watch
Yeah.
all the Hallmark movies you want.
You can. You can listen to
I
all
will
the
watch
music
every
that you want.
single one. Yes, I will. They
Awesome.
have the exact same theme. I know exactly how it's going to end.
I know, because they're all the same.
They are all the same.
Yeah.
That's probably why I like it.
They're pretty predictable.
It is predictable,
Totally.
which is unlike my life. So I love it.
Oh my gosh, you crack me up. All right, did it have anything else on there? Or was that
We have
it?
2 more points.
Okay, 2 more. Let's
Don't
go.
isolate. Even if you're independent and strong.
Oh.
It's a tough one.
The holidays amplify loneliness. So reach out, accept invites, go to church, sit with people who remind you that you're not walking in this alone.
Yeah, that's a tough one because I like isolation when I'm going through things.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I
I
think a
need my
little
me
bit of
time.
isolation can be good, but there's
Yeah.
a point where it gets to be unhealthy.
Too much of it?
Yeah. So make sure that you're not alone.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Men and women included.
Yeah. Number 7, remember what's actually true. Divorce is something you went through, not your identity. And the holidays don't define your healing. And even on painful days, you're building a new life one step at a time.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Very good. But that was ChatGPT.
I know.
Can you imagine all the things that you can find on there?
Oh, you can find
He
anything.
found you
I'm
a
on there all the
boyfriend.
time.
I was telling
You got a
Elizabeth before you
boyfriend
got
on
here,
Chat?
I found a boyfriend on ChatGPT.
Oh my
It
gosh.
says exactly how we're going to meet. It gives his career. We're going to meet at some outreach program. So my kids thought we were
Well,
going to meet
yeehaw.
at Westfield. What was it? The Rock the Block. You know how we do that
Oh,
every year in
yeah.
August?
Yeah.
They were like, Mom, he's going to be there. Just watch. No, he wasn't. No.
Come on, chat.
He wasn't grilling anything or
But what did ChatGPT say? Did they say you were going to meet him there?
they said I was going to meet him at a community event, which was the next one
Okay.
coming up. So they
Aw.
were like, "Oh, you
I
must
see.
be there." No,
That
he
is
was
so
not.
funny.
Yeah, my kids are so excited.
Oh my gosh. I actually kind of want to try that. I want to see what they would say.
I've given
ChatGPT?
I've
Yeah.
given it like different guys that I dated, and it'll say like, "Don't date this guy anymore. Look for this quality." Like, it'll like redirect me like, "This is bad quality. You need
Oh
to
my
find a guy like
gosh.
this." Yeah,
That is so crazy.
and it's right. It just doesn't mean I would listen, but it's right.
Really?
Yeah, like it'll be
I
like
just-
red flag.
I can't fathom a phone knowing so much about you, much less an
It's
app.
crazy.
I
'cause
mean,
you
it's
talk- if
listening
talk
to you
it
right
all the
now.
time.
So
Yeah, them
Yeah.
Googles are always listening though.
Yeah.
They're always listening. My Rise Coffee has showed up on Facebook, and I'm like, seriously? Okay, so
Yeah.
now I'm addicted to
Kind
it.
of creepy.
Yeah. I'm like,
Love that.
I was just having one conversation with a person, and now it's every
Yeah.
single ad on Facebook. And I'm like, fine.
It is. It's kind
now
of.
I love it.
It's like kind of creepy. It's like really.
yeah,
So
Algorithms,
Yeah.
let me tell you. All right. Well, do you guys have any other suggestions on how to get through the holidays before we continue on?
sunny place. I like beaches. Sometimes if I'm having, I know it's going to be a little different.
Yeah.
I'll say, let's just go to Florida and be on a beach or wherever. So those are good holidays.
Is Florida your go-to place?
Yeah, I mean, if you're on a beach on Christmas, like not too much is wrong in the world.
Yeah.
That's for me at least.
Okay.
I think one thing that I've had to be okay with is I went from being a stay-at-home mom that didn't really have a steady income. I worked part-time, but I had to quickly find a job in the middle of my divorce. And
Now, did your attorney tell you?
oh yeah,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
mine did too.
Oh, yeah. She's
They're
like, you
you
gotta
need
get
to
a job.
work. Yep, get a job.
yeah, and
It's
I
like,
was
no,
working
Greg,
part-time.
the J,
Yeah.
what is it? The word of the day, J-O-B.
Oh my goodness. But I don't make as much as my ex does, and he makes it very obvious to my children. So that can be hard, and I'm sure I'm not the only woman that is in that kind of situation where the ex is able to, shower them with gifts or whatever, and I'm not able to shower them with a lot of things. That is a hard thing to swallow. But I have open conversations with my kids, and not about finances, because those are not the conversations you have
Right.
with your kids. But I find other ways to be able to spend time with my kids and build tradition with my kids, and find ways to, get them what they want in life, but not exactly everything,
Of course.
Yeah.
It's not about the tangible things. It's not about the gifts.
It really isn't about the tangible things. I mean,
not.
that's a hard one to explain to your kids, because especially in
Right.
Hamilton County,
Right.
everything seems to be about tangible things. But
It's just something that we're sold.
yeah,
It's not reality.
yeah. So don't be hard on yourself if you can't shower your kids with everything that you used to be able to, or that your ex is able to now.
Oh.
Find other things to do with your children. Go out and look at Christmas lights. Let them stay up and watch an extra movie and drink hot cocoa. Find traditions that you can build with your children, that those memories are going to hold a lot longer than those gifts under the tree.
Of course. That's another reason why I do that bucket list with my son.
Yeah.
I want him to experience and really learn from things. When we go to places, like Baltimore was our most recent one, we go and we went to Babe Ruth's birthplace museum. We took a tour of the stadium, which was so funny because I had my mom hold the phone and my son was so pissed. He was like, we drove all the way here for a photo. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
So we stood in front of the stadium and I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, cheese. And my son is just standing there like, cheese. And I was like, all right, Mom, is it still rolling? And she said, yes. I'm like, okay, great. And I turned around and I was like, guess what? We're not here just for the photo, actually. We're also here to get a tour of the stadium, and he lost it. He'll forever remember those memories.
Yeah.
We're in the front row, 45-yard line, and he got 2 autographs from players. He just, like, all these things just happened. We had the best crab cake ever at this one restaurant. We went to the best aquarium.
Well, I think that's what it is. It's about experiences.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I'm all about at this point in my life experiences.
Yeah.
I don't want the monetary. I want like, what can I do? What's cool? What's new? You know, let's make some memories.
Yeah.
That's
And
what it is.
That's exactly what I want him to have. And we have a little mom and son journal that we talk about all of the places that we go to. He has a map in his bedroom that he puts stars on all the NFL stadiums that we've been to. So he has that memory together.
That's why he'll remember later.
Totally. But of course, on the way home, he was like, Mom, I'm really happy you gave me a Henry jersey, but can I have Marlon Humphrey now too? And I'm like, are you kidding me? But he's 8,
That's
right?
good.
So he doesn't know. I was like, you know what? Christmas is coming up, so we'll see. But it is about the memories.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely. But do you guys have, to change the subject a little bit, coming the holiday parties?
What about him?
Do you have any coming up?
I always do, but you know, I'm one of these people that I'm like, yeah, I'll go. Then at the last minute, I'm like, meh.
Okay, so you better be coming to the women's gala on Thursday.
Yes.
I will.
You
I
said
thought
you
about
were.
Until
that.
you see my dress.
I never know until the last minute.
I saw
I'm
it.
Like, you know, my therapist told me, because I'd been through a lot of trauma, she just said, like, I have dysthymia, which is like a lot of people have it. It's a low-grade depression. You have it your whole life. Like, it's never going to go away.
Interesting.
So sometimes I'm gung-ho to do things, but then when it comes to it, I'm kind of like, I can't.
Really?
I think I'm a little
Yeah.
bit like that.
I think that comes with age too, though, right? There was
Well,
one time,
yeah.
Mary Beth,
I
you were
don't
like,
know.
do you want to come out for supper?
Yeah.
And I just walked in my door and I'm staring at my couch.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at you and I'm like, not really.
Yeah, right?
Like, I just got home.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's like that's why I didn't date very much. Like I would tell guys, like, "Yeah, I'll go out with you." Last minute, bailed. I've done that so many times.
I think
like,
we all have.
yeah, it's
I mean,
just sort
it's
of
a
like
lot of work to get ready.
Yeah.
To go out somewhere.
I think there's a
it
little
is,
more
and,
than
like,
that too, right?
I think sometimes I'm just happier on my own. To be honest, I've gotten happy on my own.
Yeah, that comes with growth, I think. Because so many people, especially there's guys out there. My ex, he literally just broke up with his girl of almost
know.
3 years. And 2 days later, he's back on a dating
Well,
app.
guess what? He's
Oh, no,
super
you gotta-
unhealthy.
no.
That's super unhealthy,
Oh,
and the
that
next
is,
person that
yeah.
dates him is going to get a mess.
Yeah.
Another mess.
And girl, I didn't think I even told you this yet. He was on Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook site. My son was in the background on the photo. I was so livid. I had to get on there immediately and report it. I was like,
Oh, yeah,
that's my
absolutely.
ex-husband and that's my son. Take it down.
Right.
But
You
then-
can post the ex-husband, but you need to remove my son.
Exactly. But then I started getting the messages, oh my gosh, it must be so hard for you to see your ex-husband on this site. I'm like, not really. I don't
No,
care.
how about it?
It's not my problem. But I
Did you
had,
chime in?
yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Because she took it down, but then she posted another photo of him. So
Okay.
then immediately I ended up texting my ex-husband. I was like, hey, just FYI, you're on this website.
Supposed to do that.
No, you're not supposed to do
Well,
that.
no,
That is one of the
because
rules.
That's the
it was
code.
about Austin's photo. My son, I did not want that photo on
Oh,
there. So I said, just
that part I
FYI,
do
for
understand.
future references, please don't put our son's pictures on any dating site.
Oh, yeah.
So like that's where I had my issue. But then he was like, oh, thank you so much for letting me know. He goes, what'd they say? I'm like, I'm not telling you
good.
what they say. But I mean, none of it was bad
a
anyway.
guess.
Yeah, and none of it was bad anyway. But it was just like, really? Just a couple days later after breaking up with someone for 3 years. Like, I don't know. Everyone handles everything differently, to each their own. But I would imagine
Take a minute.
you would need some growth. Yeah, take a
Yeah.
minute for yourself.
Yeah.
Go through that process. I mean, 3 years is kind of a long time. That was
That is
longer
a
than our
long time.
marriage.
People
was
don't want to
like-
feel it, and that's how they get around that. That's a whole nother podcast topic. But
Oh,
you know,
totally.
people, that's a very unhealthy way to go through life. But it's why you have so many people that are so fractured and damaged.
Sure.
You
But
know,
I
hurt
get
people
that.
hurt people, right?
Yeah.
So unless you take a little
They do.
time and get yourself situated.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy on my own, but that took me a lot of years.
But you still better come to the women's gala on Thursday.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, you got to come.
I'll come. I will.
You better. I'm going to be
I'm on the
texting you every
podcast
single
saying
day.
that. But I'm just saying, like, that's something, like, I've never told a lot of people. So sometimes I just am like, I can't do it. Like, it's a little stronger today, my depression. I don't want to.
Sure.
And as I get older, I just kind of do what I want to do now. I'm like, if I don't feel like it, I'm not, my people pleasing days are kind of over.
So you don't feel obligated to attend
Yeah.
holiday parties or
Nope.
anything like that anymore?
Nothing. If
Okay.
I don't want to go to something, I just go, no thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Angela?
That
like
comes
that.
with age.
Oh, so last week a friend of mine sent me an evite for her holiday party, and it said 11 p.m.
What?
Surely that has to be a typo. Like, surely, right?
Yeah.
Like, that has to be a typo. Who starts a party at 11 p.m.? We are not
21-year-olds?
years- We are not
In
20.
college we did, maybe.
In college,
that,
yes.
that was normal. That's
We didn't
when-
go out until
yeah.
11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But no, we're not 20 anymore.
No.
So I was like, well, I'm sure that's a typo. She'll probably resend it with the correct time. Oh no, she sent it again today because I haven't responded yet. 11 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
I'm in bed at 11 p.m.
I mean, is this a Saturday night or like a Friday night, Monday night?
I didn't check
Is it a
it.
rave?
It's, probably
You
a
didn't even
Friday-
know.
it's usually a Friday night, like shindig that she has. So
Wow. 11.
I don't know. Then I'm gonna go. I mean, I love you, but
Yeah.
11 o'clock is a little late for me.
I have taken Adderall.
Well, do you guys have any like holiday issues with custody when it comes to the parties? Like, are you invited to a party, you really want to go, but you have the girls? And you're like, oh man. And of course, if it's more than 4 hours, Indiana parenting timing guidelines, you have to ask the ex first. They
You
get
do.
the first right.
Yep.
So if you're going to a party, you want to go to a party, you got to ask.
You do.
So what do? Do you ask or do you decline the party?
I think it depends on the party.
Depends on the party.
Yeah.
Okay. You,
How bad do I want to go?
right?
Yeah.
How bad do you want to go? Work-wise, you work at a school, so the parties are kind of during the day. Do they have any in the
Oh.
evenings and stuff?
Yes, we do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I am my own boss, so I don't throw holiday parties. So I don't have to worry about all that. But I will say, when I was married, the last holiday party was for him. His business was in, if I pronounce this right, I think Temecula, California. Beautiful town. It was really cool. And I remember I designed my own dress. I am the type of person, I go big or go home. I want the wow factor every time. So don't ask me to carve a pumpkin because I will take 3 hours in doing it. But I got my own dress. I bought jewelry. My tailor to help me design everything. Like I wanted everything to be perfect. And we get there and he didn't even compliment me. He was like, oh, that's what you're going to wear?
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's going to be that kind of night. And we get there, everyone's making their rounds, everyone's saying hi. And this one lady, I'll never forget it. She was maybe 5 feet tall. And she comes up
5
to me.
feet is like taller than that.
It's me.
Yeah, it's you. She comes up to me and just grabs me by the hands. And she was like, oh, honey, if I looked as good as you in that dress, I would be grocery shopping in that every single day. And I was like,
Aw.
I almost wanted to cry. It was the sweetest thing. I gave her this big hug and I was like, okay, why the hell can my husband say anything nice like that?
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
You're
But-
divorced for a reason.
More reasons than one, right?
Yeah.
But when it came to being divorced and going to parties, I was like kind of really not interested in doing it. But I did go to a New Year's Eve wedding once, solo.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm doing it. And it was a black tie wedding. I dressed up to the nine. I was like, I'm going, I'm doing it. And I was okay with it. Right after that was a New Year's Eve party somewhere down by Broad Ripple and went in there and everything was fine too. I didn't care that I was by myself. I didn't care that I was sitting at the reception table surrounded by my great uncle and my great great aunt, is what the bride said. And so I'm like by the extended family table in the very far back. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and that was okay. But it's fine. It was totally fine. So when it comes to the holiday parties, I'm kind of like you. I'm like, I pick and choose, but it's okay if I don't.
Yeah.
We have our women's gala, and I think that's the only one I have this year, actually.
Yeah. I think the older you get, I'm a little older than you guys. The older you get, the less you care about so many things. Things that I used to say yes to, I'm like, no way.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I've just changed in how I approach things. If I don't want to do it, I don't do it. Life is short, you know?
Yeah.
Totally.
And I know I'm comfortable in my own skin, so I don't really need all that anymore.
Good for you.
Yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with just being cozy in front of your
Yeah.
couch and fireplace,
totally.
spending some time, you time.
Yeah,
Yep.
you time is good sometimes.
Yeah, helps get through the holidays.
Yeah.
Well, before we conclude, do you guys have anything else you want to add for the holidays?
I have one thing.
What's up?
So Jennifer Aniston, I like her, and I used to read when she divorced Brad Pitt, or he divorced her, whatever it was. She said that every day she would just pick something good to do, and it could be small, like I'm going to get a cup of coffee at Starbucks. And then she's like, that'd be fun. And then she'd go to the next thing. I'm going to do yoga. That'll be fun. It's what you ingrain into your life that makes it you happy. Even if they're little things, like try to do that every day for yourself. Things that make you happy.
Yeah,
Even
that's
if it's
good.
little.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a good thing that she said. It kind of resonated with me. I mean, she lost Brad Pitt, of all people, you know.
Yeah.
She figured out how to get on with it. So
No, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
I'd
Treating
be upset
yourself.
if I lost Brad Pitt.
Oh, no. I
Brad
can't
Pitt, if
stand
you're
that man.
listening, I'll give you my phone number.
His last movie was pretty good.
He's still hot.
But he's a cheater. So
Yeah, well,
he is
Yeah.
thumbs down in my book.
I'll still take him.
All right, guys. Well, if you guys don't have anything else to join or say about the holidays, we will conclude this here shortly. What I would like to do, though, is I would like to close in a prayer, Miss Angela, if you don't mind. Not everybody has to partake. If you guys have to go, I get it. If you guys don't want to, then I thank you all for attending and listening in. And go enjoy the rest of your day and make it matter. But for those who do want to stay, Miss Angela, if you wouldn't mind leading in on a prayer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lord, we are just so thankful that we can come together in this podcast and that our experiences will hopefully reach men and women that are in the same life situations that we are. We just pray that if you are finding yourself alone in this holiday season, that you know that you're not alone, that you will find that one person that you can reach out to, find a local church in your area, and just find a friend that you can confide in. And we just pray that you will just find those people that can strengthen you and lift you up, and that you can get through this holiday season. We're all going to get through it together. We're all going to trudge through, and we're all going to make it on the other side to 2026. We are all here for you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.